I know at least 6 that she's been with. So there's no reason to fake the funk.
He believes that's a
I believe you've been with more than 6. I believe you've been with 13.
And again,
16.
I go to the window, she's hopping in the car with another man. I knew it was,
What?
I mean, I seen his hair, you know, flat top, box, that's
He's
not a woman's hair.
crazy. He's so delusional. I don't know where he's getting this stuff from.
So you weren't getting in the car with another
that's
man?
not true at
That
all.
was Jose.
No.
Imagine walking into paternity court where the possible dads are first cousins. Yep, Kayla Wilson's baby, Errol, might belong to either Cordell Nicola or Nathan Eddie. Right from the jump, Judge Lake asks Cordell about his bond with Errol, and the man melts. My little buddy, the stakes, a baby, a family, and 2 identical twin grandmas in the mix. Drama overload. Roll the first clip.
So what type of relationship have you developed with Errol, Mr. Nicola?
I come home from work, he smiles, crawls over to me. I leave, he cries until she comes home. He's just like my little buddy.
And what does that relationship mean to you? Can you tell the court?
Now watch the twin grandma plot thicken. Cordell's mom, Ms. McCartney, sent a statement like, "Cordell's the dad. I've been grandma since day 1. Then we flip to Nathan's mom, the other twin. She says Kayla told her it had to be Nathan and that she even offered to pay for a DNA test at 2 to 3 months. Messy and already personal.
She's one of the identical twins. And Miss McCartney sent this statement, Cordell's the dad. He's been dad since day 1 and I've been grandma since day 1. I'll continue to be grandma either way. So your mother's developed a significant bond with Errol as well.
Kayla fires back immediately. She didn't refuse DNA, she just couldn't get a date set. Then Aunt Endicott, the twins' younger sister, steps in with a spicy assist, saying Kayla tells each cousin he's the dad, depending on the day. I mean, just look at the faces. You can feel the room tense up.
She said it had to be Nathan because her and Cordell hadn't done anything. I even offered to pay for a DNA test when Errol was 2 to 3 months old, and she refused. It's making me crazy. It's really messed up me and my sister's relationship, and we're twins. I've missed a year of being a grandma that I can't get back.
Judge Lake hears between the lines. Is Kayla keeping Nathan in her fold? Aunt Endicott says Kayla texts and he jumps. Control vibes. Then the gut punch. Why weren't you at my son's birth? Kayla says the family wasn't invited. Nathan says he had no ride. And then emergency C-section. Woo.
Endicott, you are Mr. Eddie's aunt.
And Cordell's.
And Cordell's aunt.
Yep.
Okay, so you're another sibling, but just not the twins.
Right.
Gotcha.
I'm the little sister.
You're the little sister. What do you know about this man?
I do know that she tells Nathan all the time, "You're the daddy." Then she'll go back to Cordell and say, "You're the daddy."
Nathan explains he got a message with pictures. He's here. You can see him crumble as he admits it tore him up. He even hopes the results go in Cordell's favor so he won't feel as bad about the time he missed. Heartbreaking stuff.
And why do you feel that? Can you give me a specific example?
Just by the way, whenever she texts him, he does whatever she says.
If he did what I said, why wasn't he at my son's birth?
Because you told us we wasn't invited.
And Mr. Eddie, why didn't you go?
I was told that she had a doctor's appointment that day, and I told her to keep me updated, and I had no transportation. She went under emergency C-section.
Here comes the birth certificate bomb. Judge Lake asks who's on it. Kayla put Cordell on Errol's birth certificate because he was there and, in her words, Nathan wasn't ready. No job, no car, living with family. Judge Lake cuts through it. You're picking the best father, not the biological father. Oof.
Mr. Nicola on Errol's birth certificate?
Yes, put Cordell.
Oh, you put Mr. Nicola on the birth
Signed it, yes.
Was that because he was with you or because you all made a decision? Was it a 3-way consultation?
No, Your Honor. He was there at the birth, and I felt like Nathan wasn't even ready if it was his own son because he didn't have a job.
Kayla doubles down. If Nathan had transportation and notice, they would have done DNA. Judge Lake presses. So because he didn't get there, he wasn't as committed, which reaffirmed choosing Cordell. The courtroom heir? You could slice it.
What if he would have had the opportunity to be there because he had transportation and he had notice?
We would have went through with the DNA. If somebody told me that I had a son and he's being born, I don't care if I had to hitchhike, I would be at the hospital the day after.
So you felt like because he didn't get there, he wasn't as committed, which only reaffirmed the reason why you decided Mr. Nicola is going to be the best father for the baby.
Nathan then spills the emotional truth. Missing the birth ripped my heart out. He thought Kayla loved him more, and he feels pushed aside so she and Cordell could be a family. The man's voice cracks. It's rough to watch.
missing that moment, missing the baby being born, the baby you believe is yours, what that feels like?
It just really ripped my heart out because I thought she loved me more than to do that. But then again, I mean,
You thought she loved you more.
not enough to not that she wouldn't have done that to me.
When you say done that to me, can you explain?
That she just basically pushed me aside for him to be the dad.
Judge Lake narrates the dynamic perfectly. Big brother, Cordell, the beautiful girl, Kayla, and the little brother, Nathan, who fell for her too. Now Nathan feels the baby's been taken into a different family unit. It's a soap opera with real tears.
That's your brother, but you the big brother.
Yes, Your Honor.
He idolizes his big brother. His big brother had a girl. The girl was beautiful. I idolize my big brother, but the girl then pays me attention when my big brother does things she doesn't like.
Judge turns to Kayla again. Did she latch on to Nathan emotionally? Kayla admits there were times she made him feel loved. They were best friends that turned into more, and that's how it led to sex. Talk about complicated.
His brother, because he already feels horrible enough for doing what he did.
He's a very good guy. I mean, when it comes to that, we were best friends, and that's kind of how we still are. And that's what I kind of wanted it to always be, and that's where.
Would Kayla try to be a family with Nathan if he's the dad? She says no. Forcing a relationship just for the baby can be the worst case scenario. She wants him happy and drama-free, which, given all this, fair point.
I want him to be happy, and I've told him that multiple times. I want him to be happy. I want him to find somebody and not have drama like comes with me.
So now, what is your relationship like, Mr. Eddie and Mr. Nicola? I mean, I will give you this. I have seen families come up in this courtroom and act a plumb fool.
Judge highlights something rare. These cousins haven't dragged each other at all. They actually care. Nathan admits they were close all through school, and he wants to keep it that way. Cordell can barely look at Nathan. Betrayed. You can feel that word land.
But you two have not spoken an ill word about the other. You all have both cried when you talk about the baby and one another. What is your relationship like?
We was real close all through school. I mean, I just want to keep it that way. I don't want no conflict with anybody.
This is just eating you up, isn't it, Mr. Eddie?
Yep.
I can just see, honey.
Deep breath before the envelope. Apologies fly. Nathan apologizes to Cordell. Cordell says he'll always love him. Kayla apologizes to the whole family. Judge Lake is ready for the results. Cue the drum roll.
Just for our family, because even me and his mom had a close connection, and me and his mom don't even talk anymore.
This is a family divided. First cousin who could both be the father and identical twins who could both be the grandmothers.
Here it is, DNA time. In the case of Wilson Nicola Eddie, Judge Lake announces the biological father of 10-month-old Errol is
Mr. Nicola, or Mr. Eddie, is the father of 10-month-old Errol Nicola. It has been determined by this court. The biological father is Mr. Nicola.
Judge Lake closes with pointed grace. This was a family saga like no other. Identical twin grandmas, first cousin fathers, and yet these men showed real respect. Use this as a stepping stone to a better future for Errol. That last glance between the cousins? Whew.
Our relationship back the way it was.
This was a family saga unlike anything I think we've ever seen in this courtroom. And I hope this truth is the beginning of, I think, just at least an opportunity for you all to begin to repair that beautiful relationship you had.
Imagine coming to paternity court because your relationship fell apart over one shocking doubt. You believe one of your fraternal twins might not be yours. That's exactly where Raquel Miller and Sean Brewer are. She wants her family back together. He's convinced baby girl Zara isn't his while he proudly claims baby boy Zane. Stakes are sky high, emotions boiling, and Judge Lauren is not playing today. Drama overload. Let's roll the first clip.
Ms. Miller, you are here in hopes to save your family. You say Mr. Brewer's paternity denial of your twins has led you to pack up, move out, and relocate to another state. You have opened this case to prove to the defendant that he is the father and put your family back together. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right out the gate, Judge Lauren lays it out. Miller v. Brewer, and Ms. Miller admits the relationship's on the rocks since the twins were born. Sean immediately clarifies, twins. It's not the twins, it's just Zara. You can feel the room tense up. I mean, just look at his face. Stone set, jaw tight. He's certain Zane is his mini-me, but he's cold towards Zara. Talk about messy.
I had the babies, our relationship has been on the rocks, so I'm just here to prove that the twins are indeed his baby.
It's not the twins that were in question, it's just Zara. It's not Zane and Zara, it's just Zara.
So you have fraternal twins.
Yes.
And you say only one child is in question.
Yes.
Ms. Miller explains she even moved to Oklahoma because of how Sean treats the babies. Ouch. And then the line that cuts, he switched up when he saw Zara. You could cut this tension with a knife. Sean doubles down. She doesn't even really look like me. Folks, this is where denial meets heartbreak. Judge Lauren clocks it instantly. The doubt is eating him alive, and it's tearing this family apart.
So I'm in Oklahoma now because the way he treats our baby.
What's going on? I can see you are emotional. What's going on?
So when I first got pregnant with the twins, everything was cool. Sean was there for me. Everything was good. And all of a sudden, he kind of switched up when he seen Zara.
Zara, she doesn't even really look like me.
Mr. Brewer, this doubt is eating away at you.
Yes.
We jump to how they met, on a cruise, then Instagram DMs. Yup, he found her unique name and slid in like a pro. And then the spice. She pulled off the condom. Raquel fires back. That wasn't the second time. It was like the fourth or fifth. The vibe is chaotic, the trust non-existent, and you can practically hear the audience gasp. Can anyone else feel the tension rising here?
When we met on a cruise, and then, we got together. I'm like, oh, she's fine and everything. We got together.
And I didn't want to talk to him first. I gave him the wrong number.
Well, we talked.
Oh, well, how did you find her if you gave him the wrong number?
He stalked me and he found me.
I didn't stalk her, Yana.
Did she give you the wrong number, Mr. Brewer?
She did give me the wrong number, but I'm a chef. She was like, well, even if nothing don't happen, you can cook for me.
Then we hit the Jose bomb. Sean claims Raquel drunkenly confessed to cheating with a guy named Jose. Raquel snaps back. The only Jose she knows is Jose Cuervo. Whew. He adds she'd disappear for days and come back smelling like cologne and Black and Milds. She admits she occasionally smokes, but the rest, she calls it delusional. This is reality TV gasoline on a bonfire.
So where did all this go wrong, Mr. Brewer?
So one night she was drinking heavily and everything, and she told me, oh, I cheated on you with a guy named Jose.
I don't know no Jose.
And she told me
the only Jose I know is Jose Cuervo. I don't know nobody.
Well, that must be Zara Cuervo then,
Okay then. So she told you she cheated on you with a guy named Jose.
Judge Lauren presses, penis pics found in her phone? Raquel says they were old, way back in the texts. Sean insists he didn't dig, he just saw them. He also says he watched her hop into another man's car and vanish for the weekend. Raquel denies it all. I mean, just look at that reaction. Eyebrows up, chin set. She's not budging. Things got rocky quickly.
She left, we were driving or something, and she had to move the car, so I did look in her phone, and I found penis pictures.
Those were old.
Oh.
Like, way before I met him.
That was in October. We had got together in July.
So, Ms. Miller, did you have penis pictures in your phone?
I did, but they were really old. Like, he had to go back in the text and look at it, like, way back.
Judge pushes harder. Who is Jose and where were you for 3 days? Raquel, I don't know any Jose. Sean, that was Jose. The clock keeps ticking, and so does the suspicion. Then, the pregnancy window enters the chat. Raquel pops up pregnant a few weeks later. Sean felt elated. Then the doubt steamrolled him. This is the kind of mess that keeps editors fed for days.
And her leaving for 3 days at a time.
Her popping off the rubber and all of this stuff, and Jose and the cars.
So, Ms. Miller, Mr. Brewer said the little shady actions.
Yeah, Mr. Brewer is delusional. Half the stuff he says is not true.
It's not?
Yeah, it's not true at all.
So who is Jose?
I told you, I don't know nobody named Jose.
Take me to the birth. Sean says Zara was born first. Light, bright, damn near white. He immediately thought, that's not my baby. Judge Lauren steps in like a lightning bolt. Black families come in every shade. Thank you, Your Honor. Then the paperwork twist. Sean signed Zane's birth certificate, but not Zara's. You can hear the courtroom go silent. This is where it stings.
Damn near white. I'm like, that's not my baby. She look Mexican.
That's when it start being weird.
She don't look nothing like me.
Your Honor, Black
Brewer.
people can come in any shade or color.
I'm glad you said it, because I say it over and over again in this courtroom. Nobody listens to me, except Jerome.
Your Honor, he signed Zane's birth certificate, but didn't assigned Zara.
Sean arrives with evidence. He read medical research on bipaternal twins. 1 in 400 fraternal twin sets could have different fathers. Cue the drum roll. Then he breaks out. Exhibit toe, his pinky toe curves like a C. Zane's does too, but Zara's points straight. Judge Lauren cackles about the raggedy feet and lotion, and honestly, same. Comic relief because the emotions are heavy.
This evidence states what, Mr. Brewer?
1 in 400 twins can be born bipaternal.
Double paternity is not uncommon. Medical research over the past 30 years has uncovered that superfecundation or double paternity is not as rare as previously thought.
We get the zoom in on the toes. It's ridiculous and weirdly compelling, like a CSI colon pedicure episode. Raquel counters instantly. Zara's feet look exactly like mine, short and stubby. Sean mutters, Jose's baby. The gallery does a collective eye. As silly as the toe bit is, it's masking real pain. You can see Raquel's patience thinning. She's juggling defense, embarrassment, and straight up fatigue.
Over to the monitor and show me what.
Thank you, Your
I
Honor.
hope you didn't come to court with them raggedy feet.
No, so this is my crusty foot.
Yeah.
But as you can see, the toe curves like a C-like, and it lays under. Zane's toe is just exactly like mine. It kind of, it's not as crusty, but it curves under like that,
Thank you, Lord.
And then Zara's toe, as you can see, goes straight up.
Now the part that really hurts, how these doubts show up with the twins. Raquel says Sean takes photos with Zane, holds Zane more, and rarely with Zara. That's devastating. Judge Lauren picks it up. Babies feel the difference. You can watch Raquel's face quake. Heartbreaking stuff. Sean says he loves them both, but he still can't shake the doubt about Zara. Drama overload.
Tell you what kind of relationship he has. Whenever we go out and stuff, when we were together, he would always take pictures with Zane and like always hold Zane in a bunch of pictures. He rarely take pictures with Zara.
And this has upset you so much that you just decided to pack up and leave. You're a new mother.
Or what if she leaving because it's the truth?
More spiraling fallout. Raquel packed up and moved states. Sean insists he flies out, came for the birthday party, but Raquel says he didn't actually help. The resentment is thick. Judge Lauren notes how this bipaternal research has become Sean's security blanket. Fair point. When love is shaky, people cling to any proof, but the babies are the ones absorbing the chill.
Zara looked like her when she been drinking Cuervo.
Leave them babies alone.
Right.
So the truth is, you really have not accepted Zara. You just don't believe she's yours.
I do not believe Zara's my baby.
And I can see when you look at your babies, Miss Miller, this bothers you.
It does. It bothers me a lot because I feel for them. And they notice when one is being treated a little different from the other one. They could pick up on that.
Judge Lauren gets reflective about how fast this all snowballed. 2 beautiful blessings, and instead of basking, they're buried in suspicion and Google findings. It's a gut punch. Sean even drops a flippant line. Zane looks like me when I'm sleepy. Zara looks like her when she's been drinking Cuervo. Judge shuts that down quick. Leave them babies alone. You could hear a pin drop.
When you had 2 beautiful twins, you thought, and you had this doubt, so much so that you're doing research, finding out that there is a more likely chance than we think that twins could be bipaternal. This is a lot. To just have new babies that are just 13 months old. You all should still be in the bliss of everything.
Final ramp up. Separate states, separate hearts, and a courtroom begging for closure. Sean claims Raquel left because he doubts Zara. Raquel says she left for lack of help. Either way, everyone's at the limit. Judge calls for results. And folks, you can feel the floor tilt. The gallery leans in, Raquel clasps tight, Sean's eyes water. This is the cliff we've been crawling toward.
I wasn't getting no help, so I left.
I think the reason why you left is because that baby's not mine, Zara.
Well, we gonna find out today.
We're gonna find out right now. In the case of Miller versus Brewer, when it comes to 13-month-old Zane Brewer, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Brewer, you are the father.
Cue the envelope. Judge reads first for Zane. Mr. Brewer, you are the father. No surprise, but the relief is real. Then Zara's result. Mr. Brewer, you are the father. Boom. The entire room exhales at once. Raquel hits him with the "I told you," and Sean's eyes well up. That's a man crumbling under months of guilt and fear. I mean, just look at that reaction. Pure release.
Next result is for Zara. In the case of Miller versus Brewer, when it comes to 13-month-old Zara Brewer, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Brewer, you are the father.
And then, plot twist tenderness. Through tears, Sean apologizes and proposes right there. Raquel, really? Judge teases him about those feet, again, but blesses the moment. It's messy, imperfect, and wildly human. After all the chaos, Jose rumors, tow exhibits, birth certificates, cross-country moves, the truth lands hard, and love tries to rebuild in real time. Heartbreaking and kind of beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Other hand. Aww. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna get you for your engagement gift and your wedding gift. A pedicure, honey, because you ain't gonna show up.
Imagine being married for 10 years, trying for a baby for nearly all of them, and the moment your miracle child finally arrives, your husband accuses you of cheating with half the neighborhood. That's the chaos we're walking into today with Hammond versus Hammond. Mrs. Hammond insists baby Isaac is her husband's long-awaited miracle child, while Mr. Hammond is sure she's been unfaithful. Again, buckle up, folks, because this one gets messy fast.
Mrs. Hammond, you claim that after 10 years of marriage and repeated attempts to get pregnant, a month ago you finally gave birth to your miracle baby Isaac. You need today's results prove to the defendant, your husband, that this is his baby. Is this correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right off the bat, the tension is thicker than molasses. Judge Lake barely gets the introductions out before Mr. Hammond starts listing off accusations like he's reading a grocery list. He claims multiple men have told him they've been with his wife. Oh, and he's seen video evidence too. The way Mrs. Hammond's face drops at that, priceless. I mean, you could cut this tension with a knife.
All we wanted was to have a baby, and we finally got that, and it's sadly brought us further apart than bring us together.
All because of paternity doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hammond, you stand here with doubt today?
Yes, ma'am. She's had multiple partners, and she lies to my face constantly. So how am I supposed to believe?
Then, boom, Mrs. Hammond claps back. She admits, yes, there's been cheating on both sides. She doesn't even flinch when she says it. Apparently, after he cheated, she decided to take it the wrong way and cheat back. Judge Lake's face says it all. This is not what she had in mind when she asked for context. Messy doesn't even begin to describe this.
What did they tell you? What happened?
I've seen a video of my wife giving oral to another man.
That is such a lie. There is no video, Your Honor. There is no video.
But was there a man and was there oral sex?
And in all honesty, there has been cheating on both sides. My husband cheated on me first. I took it the wrong way. About a year after that happened, I've cheated on him.
Now, here's where things go from bad to, oh no, they didn't. Mrs. Hammond explains they left California for Texas to work on their marriage. But while she was gone, his family encouraged him to see someone else. And when she found out, she didn't exactly stay faithful either. You can feel Judge Lake's patience draining by the second. So y'all both cheated, and now we're here, she basically sighs.
And when I had got back, I had found out that his family had encouraged him being with somebody else. He was with somebody else while I was gone. At that point,
with somebody else.
At that point, we truly had been trying to work on our marriage, and it was devastating to me.
So what did you do?
To be honest, I did end up leaving Texas. I went back to California.
Then Mr. Hammond brings the receipts, literal text messages between his wife and another man. He hands them to Jerome, Judge Lake reads them out loud, and woo, those messages are spicy. We're talking, "You look hella good, babe," with multiple kiss emojis. Judge Lake deadpans, "That's not a co-worker message." The courtroom bursts into laughter, and even I had to pause my playback like, girl, stop lying.
Thank
Give
you,
me
sir.
that evidence. Thank you. This evidence.
It's conversations with my wife and another man that should not be spoken. She's in the same place as this man is, you know what I mean?
And you posted these to your social media.
Correct.
You said, how does your wife of 11 years text people she's cheated on her husband with messages like this?
Mrs. Hammond tries to explain it away, saying they just met up at a park. A park? With that many kissy faces? Judge Lake's like, "Ma'am, this is paternity court, not a dating app." The judge doesn't buy a word of it and flat out says, "You wouldn't be here if you hadn't slept with somebody." Judge Lake always finds the truth, eventually.
And I miss you already too. And then the other man says, "Thank you for texting me. Can't wait to see you again. Kiss, heart, kiss.
Right.
This doesn't sound too good, Miss Hammond.
I'm sure it doesn't. I mean, I know what I have and what I haven't done.
Now the baby comes into the story, and things get emotional. Mr. Hammond admits he was at Isaac's birth and even signed the birth certificate, because if he didn't, the Hammond name would die with him. Talk about pressure. He says, maybe I rushed to want to be the father. You can see the heartbreak on his face. He wants to believe it's his baby so bad.
When Isaac is born, were you at the birth?
I was.
Did you participate?
I signed the birth certificate, and I'm the last the last Hammond. So if I don't have a son, then my family's name is done. So maybe I rushed to want to be the father. You know what I mean?
I had let him know my water broke.
But just when you think it's about to calm down, oh no. Mrs. Hammond reveals that when she went into labor, he showed up, then left to go gamble at a casino. I repeat, while she's in labor. The audience gasps, and Judge Lake's eyes nearly pop out of her head. This man was out here rolling dice while his wife was delivering their miracle baby. You can't make this stuff up.
He didn't show back up to the hospital until 20 minutes before I gave birth, and he was there. He cut the umbilical cord. He stayed for about maybe 45 minutes, and he left again. I didn't see him until the next day.
Mr. Hammond, you were at the casino with another woman while your wife was giving birth?
I was at the casino gambling. I wasn't with another woman.
But why were you at the casino gambling if your wife's giving birth
That's a good
to the
question.
baby you prayed for?
Right.
Then comes the body count portion of the argument. Literally, Mrs. Hammond says he's cheated on her 4 times, while he accuses her of sleeping with at least 3 men. At this point, it's not even he said, she said, it's a full-blown scoreboard. Judge Lake throws up her hands like, so both of y'all just decided to stop being married at some point? Drama overload.
Fix what we had lost in the last couple of years by the horrible things that have been done between the both of us. And it just is devastating that our son, you know, might have made myself happier, and I don't know what it did for him, but it definitely tore us apart even more, you know?
This is sad. You know, I mean, if there's this much cheating back and forth, there's no way a relationship or a marriage can withstand this.
We finally get some outside perspective when Kimberly's twin brother Jonathan takes the stand, and he's not holding back. He says he's seen the baby, and Isaac looks just like Mr. Hammond. The man even brings photos to prove it. You can tell he's rooting for them to pull it together, and for a second, just a second, you can see hope flicker on both of their faces.
Why are you saying these numbers?
Because she would tell me anything. I mean, I've been the brunt of the joke many times, you know what I mean? So it's hard for her to say, this is your child. I mean, the baby could have came back Ethiopian, and she's gonna tell me how beautiful my baby is, and I'm just...
That's not true.
It's ridiculous, you know what I mean?
Mrs. Hammond starts to break down. She admits she's tired of the fighting and just wants her family back together. Her voice shakes when she says, "We worked so hard for this baby." Even Judge Lake softens a little here. For all the chaos, it's clear both of them still love each other. They just don't know how to stop hurting each other. Heartbreaking stuff.
Right. As far as paternity goes, they wanted it, Isaac, because they thought it'd bring them closer together. And I think that's what everyone was kind of hoping for, especially William over here. And as soon as Isaac was born, as much as William wanted to be a father, I think, he was still uncertain about paternity, so he was kind of hesitant to get too involved with Isaac, perhaps.
Mr. Hammond says he loves his wife but can't live in constant doubt. You can see him wrestling with his emotions. This man's torn between love and betrayal, between hope and humiliation. Judge Lake, ever the realist, tells them straight, you both destroyed the trust that builds a marriage. Her voice drops to that no-nonsense tone that always signals truth incoming.
Slack, and just try to look out for my nephew as much as possible, and to help out as far as feeding him or changing diapers and whatever it takes.
So you've had to step up and basically be the dad instead of being the uncle.
Yeah, just try to participate in any way that I can to make sure Isaac gets what he needs.
Judge Lake finally calls for the DNA results. You could hear a pin drop. Both of them clutch hands, trembling. Kimberly's eyes are wet with tears, and even Mr. Hammond looks like he's bracing for heartbreak. Judge Lake reads slowly. In the case of Hammond versus Hammond, cue the drum roll, because my heart was pounding.
No, Your Honor, there was nobody else to tell. That's my husband and that's his child.
I don't believe that, Kimberly. Facts. You were in California multiple times.
Yeah, I understand that.
See, this is the problem when you let relationships get this messy, because you might be telling the truth, but Lord only knows.
And here it is, the moment we've all been waiting for. Judge Lake announces that Mr. William Hammond is the father of baby Isaac. The room explodes in emotion. Kimberly sobs uncontrollably, covering her face. Mr. Hammond's jaw drops. Relief, disbelief, joy, all at once. Even Jerome cracks a smile. Talk about a roller coaster.
You want this marriage and you want this family.
Yes, Your Honor. Very badly.
How about you, Mr. Hammond?
I would become a different father if I knew this was my child. I mean, I'm not gonna raise the next man's baby. You know what I mean?
And so you're hoping that Isaac is your biological child.
Pray.
You pray he is.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge Lake ends with her signature wisdom. You prayed for a blessing and you got one. Don't throw it away. She tells them both to leave the gambling, lies, and side relationships behind and focus on raising their miracle child. Mr. Hammond nods through tears, holding Kimberly's hand. Folks, this one ended in tears, but for once, happy ones.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Hammond versus Hammond, when it comes to 1 month old Isaac Hammond, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Hammond, you are the father.
Imagine kicking off paternity court with a relationship so rocky it's literally the case of Polson versus Callender, and the stakes are Zoe, their little girl. Ms. Polson says he's the dad. Mr. Callender says there's a cheating past and a dark cloud of doubt. Judge Lake is not here for the confusion, folks. Buckle up, because this one starts messy and keeps going. Drama overload.
Ms. Polson, you've summoned Mr. Callender to court in hopes of salvaging what is left of your relationship. You say he denies your daughter Zoe, but today you intend to prove paternity. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right away, Mr. Callender admits the doubt is like a dark cloud hanging over them. Ms. Polson's exhausted, he's uncertain, and you can feel the room tense. You could cut this tension with a knife. I mean, just look at his face. He's conflicted, but trying to be calm. This is the kind of uncertainty that ruins date night and holidays.
Keeping us, I think it's preventing us from moving forward. Just the uncertainty, not knowing 100% that I'm her father.
Do you feel that dark cloud?
Yes, Your Honor, and it needs to come to a stop.
Specifically, how is it affecting you and your relationship with Mr. Callender?
It keeps us in constant turmoil.
Then comes the reveal. They rekindled while she was still exiting a long-term relationship. Judge Lake asks if they had to sneak around. Answer, yes. Lunchtime link-ups and after-work visits. Lunch break rendezvous, talk about messy. And yet, they go all in anyway, starting a new relationship before finishing the last one.
Again.
Did you know she was in another relationship when you pursued her?
I did, but she said they were separated, living in different rooms, and she was in the process of moving her things out of the residence.
So you thought this relationship was pretty much over?
Yes.
The pregnancy bomb drops fast. About a week after she moved out, Ms. Polson says she's pregnant. Mr. Callender's spidey sense tingles. He wasn't in that residence, so he's relying on her word. And then we get our first item in this case's evidence buffet, the soup and teddy bear delivery from the ex. Cue the side-eye.
Well, it was about a week after she had moved into her apartment after getting most of her things out of the residence.
A week?
But I was only having sexual contact with Mr. Callender. Me and my ex were living in separate rooms. We had a lot of assets together and we were living in separate rooms. There was a lot of things to work out between that relationship.
Judge Lake leans forward. If you weren't sleeping with your ex, why is he delivering soup and a teddy bear when you're sick? Exactly. And it gets juicier. Mr. Callender finds call logs on her phone. 30 minutes, then an hour. Don't tell me that's about a couch. I mean, who needs 60 minutes to decide, nah, keep the couch?
But how did he know that she was sick if they haven't been communicating?
Soup and a teddy bear?
He would bring me flowers to work and left a soup and a teddy bear on my front porch.
But this is a man that you were allegedly not sleeping with.
Right.
Bringing soups and teddy bears when you don't feel well.
Mr. Callender explains he learned about the soup-teddy combo a year or two later, during an argument, of course. Classic. She throws it in his face. At least he brought me soup. Whew. You can practically hear the courtroom gasp. This is where the trust thermometer just drops below zero. Things got rocky quickly.
You know, and I asked her about it, what they had been talking about, and she said, oh, it was just, he was wanting to know if she wanted to get a few more things from the residence that she had left behind, you know, and wanted the couch. And I was like, well, why does it take an hour conversation to decide if you want a couch or not?
Right. And you never knew. It wasn't like she was having these conversations in front of you.
Yeah.
And then, the one last shebang allegation. Yup, the ex allegedly asked for a final fling. Ms. Polson says she declined. Mr. Callender says that request happened before pregnancy was even on the radar. Either way, those 30 to 60-minute calls weren't exactly, do you want the couch? Conversations. Drama at its finest, folks.
I think he was doing that just to get a rise out of me because, like I said, once he learned of my new relationship.
That could make sense that he'd be calling to try to hurt you, but he's bringing teddy bears and soups and you talking on the phone with him for 30 minutes and an hour, so that doesn't add up.
Enter Miss Allen, Mr. Callender's mom. She's holding back tears, worried Zoe might overhear the, you may not be my child talk. Heartbreaking stuff. You can see how much she loves that baby. And honestly, her voice cracks say more than words. Can anyone else feel the tension rising here?
Mr. Callender, you brought a witness. I'd like to hear from her. Ma'am, please stand. Step over to the podium. State your name for the court.
Karen Allen.
Miss Allen, what relationship are you to Mr. Callender?
I'm his mother.
You are his mother?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you know about the paternity surrounding baby Zoe? Do you believe your son is her biological father?
I hope and pray that he is. We have a very strong bond.
Ms. Allen's bottom line, if Zoe isn't his, this relationship probably won't survive. That's a high-stakes truth bomb. The family's tired of the squabbling, and whew, same. The goal is peace for Zoe, not late-night detective work over soup deliveries and couch debates.
And possibly even be able to understand
She will
exactly what someone's saying.
Absolutely. And between the arguing they do, it could be said and them not realize that she is in hearing distance. And that would break my heart for her to hear that.
Now Ms. Polson steps up with her evidence board. Yes, she brought receipts, bullet points, same temperament, no protection, and tan skin. She's adamant Zoe looks just like him. I mean, just look at that conviction. She's pointing, explaining, trying to connect every dot.
Please step over and show the court what you brought.
These are reasons why I believe that Mr. Callender is the father. Him and Zoe both have the same attitude. They are very particular about things, such as the way they like their foods and things like that. And if they don't get their way, they'll throw a fit till they get what they want.
The side-by-side photos come out. Baby Mr. Callender versus baby Zoe. Ms. Polson calls it identical, but Grandma Allen isn't sold. She sees Zoe looking more like mom and chalks the tan up to outside play. Oof, that disagreement stings. You can feel the air thicken.
Tan skin, the dark hair. And then this is Mr. Callender as a baby, and this is Zoe. It's identical. It's identical. You cannot deny her. Just like him.
So, Mom, Ms. Allen, when you look at this side by side, do you see a resemblance? Do you see this incredible resemblance that Ms. Polson says she sees?
Mr. Callender counters point for point. Temperament can be learned, tan isn't unique, and let's not forget she was still finishing another relationship. Judge Lake clocks the doubt on both faces and pulls the emergency brake. It's results time. Cue the drum roll.
I believe that the temperament is a learned behavior. He's spoiled. I did that, and I'm around Zoe. And I take the blame. I take the blame for what I've done.
No protection. She was with the guy. I'm sure they didn't use protection either.
Jerome delivers the envelope. In the case of Polson versus Callender, the room goes silent. This is it, folks. Hearts pounding, hands clasped, eyes locked on Judge Lake. I'm holding my breath with them.
In the case of Polson versus Callender, when it comes to Zoe Callender, it has been determined by this court.
Here it is, the moment we've all been waiting for. Judge Lake announces, Mr. Callender, you are the father. Ms. Polson lights up. He exhales like he's been carrying a boulder, and Grandma Allen's relief is visible. Immediate talk of the birth certificate and moving forward, because Zoe deserves her village. I mean, just look at that reaction.
Mr. Callender, you are the father. You are the father. And I'm so happy I could give you the result all of you so desperately wanted. And now we can figure out where to go from here.
Imagine coming to paternity court with a 15-month-old named Winter and a man who swears you told him he wasn't the dad. That's Miss Murray versus Mr. Lee, a former dancer and her longtime customer turned one-night situationship turned courtroom chaos. The stakes, fatherhood, accountability, and a whole lot of receipts. And Judge Lake is ready to dig in. Drama overload, folks. Watch this.
Ms. Murray, you are here today to get Mr. Lee to stop denying that he fathered your 14-month-old daughter, Winter. You demand he man up and own up to his responsibility after today's DNA test. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Murray wastes no time. He's a deadbeat. Mr. Lee fires back like it's open mic night. I've got 6 other kids and he's not the father. Judge Lake zeroes in as Ms. Murray adds he's only seen Winter once at 6 months. I mean, just look at her face. Pure frustration. You can feel the tension rising. Things got rocky quickly.
Winter.
That's ludicrous. I have 6 other kids.
Exactly.
And I am not the father of her baby. She wants this because she's trying to pin this baby on me because she know I'm a good guy and I'm a good father.
You're not a good anything. You're a deadbeat. You barely take care of them 6 kids that you got. So.
And Winter's 15 months and you're saying that Mr. Lee hasn't done anything for?
He has not done nothing. Not
I have my
one
reasons.
thing.
How often does Mr. Lee see Winter?
Then comes the pregnancy test video receipt. Ms. Murray says she sent proof so nobody would think she was lying. Mr. Lee hears y'all and decides that means multiple men. That misunderstanding blows the room open. Judge Lake catches it. Y'all means more than one, sir. You could cut this tension with a knife. Talk about messy.
About being pregnant.
Who was y'all?
I said, so nobody won't think I'm lying about being pregnant because everybody know that I was not trying to have any kids ever. So to get pregnant was a surprise. And this is your child.
And in your mind, because you said y'all, that means more than one person, AKA more than one father.
Yeah, and she's admitted that.
Backstory time. They met at the club. Ms. Murray says she danced. He was a customer for about 10 years. She jokes she's a finesser. He insists he wasn't obsessed. The way they bicker about showbiz versus Demi is wild. I mean, just look at his reaction. Eyes rolling into next week. This history sets up the real fireworks.
First of all, I've always known Demiki, and I was never obsessed with her. I ducked her for years. I knew she was full of drama.
You didn't know anything about me.
But were you her customer?
Whatever that means.
Yes.
Whatever.
You came to the club.
What?
You came to the club every week and tipped me, yes.
How does he go from giving you a tip to ending up in the bed with you?
I was in a relationship. When that relationship ended, I decided to give him a chance.
Boom. I broke the golden rule, Mr. Lee announces. Judge Lake. You broke the what? The golden rule, he says, is you never use the stripper's condom. Sir, what? The courtroom erupts. Ms. Murray is flabbergasted, the gallery is cackling, and even Jerome looks like he wants to clock out. Drama at its finest, folks.
I came over, and unfortunately, I broke the golden rule.
You broke the what?
The golden rule.
The golden rule?
Yes.
What's the golden rule?
You never use the stripper's condom. Never.
It was not mine, Fabian. It was yours.
Oh, the golden rule is you never use a condom that the stripper gives you.
Timeline heat check. Mr. Lee says he kept following up for weeks. Did your period come? And claims Ms. Murray told him it did, so he assumed he was off the hook. The way she snaps back? Priceless. She says he was tracking her ovulation to get her pregnant. This is a masterclass in 2 people remembering the same day differently.
Follow up with her weeks. For like weeks, I was asking, hey, have your period came? I was steady. I was on her about it,
You was asking me that because you was trying to keep up with my ovulation because you was trying to get me pregnant.
So, Mr. Lee, let me ask you this. How did you find out she was not pregnant?
Receipts, Your Honor. Judge Lake pulls up the texts. He wants to talk face to face, then says, you not being pregnant TBH. And Ms. Murray replies, I had my period last week. The courtroom hums. Everyone's reading subtext like it's karaoke night. Judge Lake's brow says, somebody's spinning. Cue the awkward silence.
That was after the first time we had sex. The second time that we had sex, we did not use a condom.
I had sex with her unprotectedly the second time because she had already told me she was already pregnant. So I'm like, you can't get pregnant twice. I'm out the clear,
What do
how I'm gonna be pregnant after the first? It was like 3 weeks later. So how I'm gonna be pregnant after the first time?
Wait, the text messages have already said that she told you she wasn't pregnant.
Exactly.
No, but It was like afterwards.
Mr. Lee claims he thought strippers were honest, cause they get naked for strangers. Sir, what logic is that? Ms. Murray quips she's a schemer, then doubles back like, don't take my word as gospel. The push-pull is chaotic. The Golden Rule condom saga pops up again. You can practically hear the editor adding a record scratch.
All right.
But see, the thing about it is, I always thought strippers was honest people because they get naked for strangers.
But I'm a schemer though, so why would you take my word?
But right, and you just
You don't
testified
stop-
that
you're
you
not
broke
making
the
no
golden rule
Yeah, I did.
by
Yeah, you broke
taking
the
a
golden
condom.
rule.
So I don't
You
even
use the
understand
gold
how that
wrap.
makes any sense.
Judge Lake drills into the conception timeline. Ms. Murray admits there was another guy about a week before after, and there's talk of March 30th with Mr. Lee. Judge Lake pulls out the colored calendar like Dora the Explorer. Blue is Mr. Lee, got it? The side-eye exchange alone deserves an Emmy. Talk about messy math.
When do you believe you had sex with Mr. Lee the second time? You said the first time was March the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And when was the second time?
It was March the 30th.
March 30th.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when did you have sex with the other guy?
It was probably like a week before that.
So around the 3rd week in March.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, I want to take a look at a calendar so we can outline this.
Out comes the conception calculator. Winter's birthday, December 21st. Judge Lake maps the window, and it overlaps with both men. You see Mr. Lee sink a half inch at the podium. Ms. Murray stares down at the dates like they owe her money. Can anyone else feel the tension rising here?
Right. So now let's go to the conception calculator and see how to figure out what our window of conception would be. When is Winter's birthday? When was she born?
December the 21st.
So December 21st. Let's put that in. If you put in December 21st, 2017, calculate, okay. So there's sex likely between March 24th and March 30th.
More receipts. Ms. Murray says she told the other guy she was pregnant. Mr. Lee claims Winter has photos with multiple guys, implying confusion. Ms. Murray fires back that one man is still relevant. Judge Lake's face says, relevant how? The gallery leans in like we're at a live reunion special.
Who hit me up after the club that Thursday night when I left, and I came to where you were, and we had sex, and I got pregnant.
Miss Murray, did you ever tell the other guy you were pregnant?
Yes.
You did, and what was his response?
I mean, he's still relevant in my life, but he's not.
He's active with Winter. They takes pictures together.
Oh.
Winter takes multiple pictures with multiple guys.
Then, yikes, Ms. Murray admits she once told Mr. Lee she owed him a baby. The whole room does a collective, huh? Mr. Lee frames it as proof she preferred him. She frames it as messy talk from a messy situation. The showbiz/demi identity chatter returns. You could cut this with a knife.
Conception, and even after I told Mr. Lee that it could have been another possible father, he told me that if she wasn't his, I owe him a baby. Who says those type of things? You said that I owe you a baby, so you want to have a baby with me.
Your Honor,
you want a baby by showbiz, but you don't like Demiki. That's what it is.
Relationship? Absolutely not, says Miss Murray. I don't want to be with you. Mr. Lee claps back about Florida plans. She just wants him to step up for Winter. No more, no less. The split between romance and responsibility is crystal clear. She's firm, and Judge Lake is clearly clocking the growth here.
Nobody trying to be in no relationship with you. How many times have I told you that? How many times have I told you that,
And
baby?
I don't want to
be in no relationship with you.
I don't want to be with you. I don't want to deal with you.
But you the one that was talking about moving to Florida when I first told you I was pregnant, though. Oh, okay.
Well, one of them gotta be lying.
Him.
Somebody's fronting.
Cue the drum roll. Judge Lake calls for the envelope. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics. Everyone freezes, and then, bam. In the case of Murray versus Lee, as to 15-month-old Winter, Mr. Lee, you are the father. Ms. Murray beams. Mr. Lee looks stunned, and the gallery breaks out the I told you so eyes. Heartbreaking stuff for his denial. Relief for Winter.
I'm ready for the results. Prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Murray versus Lee, when it comes to 15-month-old Winter Murray, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Lee, you are the father.